Aaron Gillespie here alongside head coach Jake McKinley for this week's edition of the Coaches Show, and Coach, we'll jump right into it. Let's start off by talking about last weekend's series up in Canada. 3 of the 4 games were decided by 3 runs or less. You held a late lead in all but one of those games, walked away with a 1-3 record on the weekend. What are your general thoughts about the way things went up there?
I thought we made great adjustments over the weekend. From a pitching standpoint, we threw strikes, we forced them to put it in play, and then on the defensive side, it was probably the best we've played defensively in 4 or 5 weeks. So it's pretty easy to stomach a 3-2 or a 2-1 loss if you played well, and that's kind of how I felt coming away from the weekend. Obviously, we made a couple mistakes late in some games that cost us, but at the same time, the adjustments that we needed to make as a team, I feel like they were made. It's a very cavernous ballpark that we played in, and it's tough to score runs there. So, going into the weekend, I'm confident with our offense always, and I think from a defensive and pitching standpoint, we made excellent adjustments.
Very good. And touching on that a little further, pitching and defense, it really did seem to shine. The weather was cold, big ballpark. You touched on some of that. How do you feel overall about the way things went last weekend, and then how does that translate moving forward?
Yeah, you go up and you play on the road. That's hard as it is, and then you're playing in some tough elements against a team that's, a top 25 team in the country, and to go out there and show what we showed, I think everybody on this team just kind of feels, hey, we're going to be able to hang with anybody as long as we, take care of the baseball and we throw strikes on the mound, and we did that. So I think the overall pulse of the team is one of a high level of confidence going into the weekend. Obviously, we have 2 weeks left in the regular season, so I think our guys are feeling confident, and they're very hungry to finish strong.
Very good. And moving forward to this weekend series, big one against Oregon Tech, back on the road. Team you've beaten twice this season here at home. What does the series mean as far as confidence down the stretch, and how does it impact postseason?
Yeah, the one thing about our conference this year is I feel like everybody's gotten better, including Oregon Tech. We played them here. They're very offensive group. They've got some really, really good guys in the front of their rotation that are going to be tough. So, in terms of what it means for postseason, we can't really worry too much about things like seeding or where the tournament's going to be. We just got to take care of the game in front of us, and that's what we intend to do this weekend. But it certainly has postseason implications for every team in the conference, because I'm not even sure if anyone's mathematically eliminated yet, so everyone's still kind of in it. So we just got to go out there and take care of business. Like I said, play one pitch at a time, and if we do that, I think we should be fine moving into that postseason.
Very good. And now we'll just move along to our featured senior this week, Ben Lackey. Tell me a little bit about Ben.
Yeah, Ben's been here since I got the job here. Junior college transfer, Santa Cruz guy, and he's had, I want to say, 3 or 4 starts on the mound for us this year, and he's done a nice job. One thing Ben does is he's very, very competitive. So in terms of how he prepares himself for his outings, and always kind of being ready to help our team, he's been an outstanding addition, not only to our baseball program but to the college as a whole. So Ben's the kind of guy, guys love being around him. He's the big impersonator on the team. He can impersonate just about anybody. So we love Ben, and I'm excited to see what Ben does in his life after baseball, because I think he's going to make an impact on a lot of lives, and we're certainly glad he's been at Menlo College.
Very good. Thanks a lot, and best of luck next weekend.
Thank you.